Anthony Davis, one of your Kentucky boys. I looked at his numbers the other day. He's averaging a double double, 23 points a game and around 10 rebounds a game. But something seems to be off as well with Anthony Davis. Now, the reason why I say that is for 2 weeks you had no LeBron. You still have Russell Westbrook trying to figure out how to play within that system. I thought that was the perfect time for AD to step up and have some monster games, which we know he'll give you 2 to 3 monster games a year. That was the perfect time for him to do so. My eyes tell me that Anthony Davis has been on cruise control since he's been in Los Angeles, especially on the defensive end, which is where the Lakers are really getting killed right now, which is defensively. How do you feel about Anthony Davis right now, his motor heading into this season?
Um, I just felt like it was going to be a perfect test of how far Anthony Davis's like prime talent could take a team because even though they brought in Westbrook, I feel like the sentiment a lot of people had in like envisioning the Lakers this year was LeBron's waning in years. He's gonna not have to or not need to play as much. You want to save him for the playoffs. So Anthony Davis and Westbrook are gonna try to carry the heavy minutes load and carrying the team throughout the regular season, with LeBron helping and doing the LeBron leadership thing and bringing it all together for a cohesive team. I thought that for the Lakers to have real high end championship success this year, that it was going to have to be Anthony Davis's year to step up and be the guy. Um, the Westbrook thing and the team chemistry that will come in time. We know who Russell Westbrook is. He's going to have his stats and he's going to have his turnovers, but he's the type of player that's going to really need to familiarize himself with that team and those players to cut down and to even be able to run that team. So that's still none of that's unexpected to me. But like you said, with LeBron James already sitting for a while with an injury, that should have been Anthony Davis's time to shine. And now I'm starting to think that he just has to be a number two guy. Um, he's not going to be the one that consistently leads your team 9-9 out because in my eyes, what he should have done while LeBron was out was like, hey, I need the ball. I
Right.
need the ball every time. Like, I know we got Westbrook here, but with my talent and what we're doing and my size, like where I'm at, I need the ball. Give me the ball. And I don't know if that's happening or not, but stats wise and everything, it doesn't seem like that. He's putting up good numbers, but not like he's the dominant player on the court and not like he's an MVP type player. And when people talk about Anthony Davis, they see the potential there. They talk about him in that caliber, like one of the top best players in the league. But he doesn't command it like that. And he's been given every opportunity to this point, and I feel like that's why people were still giving him the benefit of the doubt. It's like, let's see him in this position and then in this team dynamic. Let's see what he does then. And let's see what he does then. And now we're there and you hear him saying stuff like, well, we're not a championship caliber team, we're not this good, we're
Right.
this or that. And that's fine, you are those things. But where's the effort on your part to elevate your game, not just stats wise, but to make your team better?
Hmm. That's
And
yes.
that's
Yes.
something we're not seeing from him, and that's fine. Like, we might not see that from him, but I think a lot of people have been able to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I think that's finally starting to wane. Like, he's not going to be an A guy. Not that his skills aren't an A talent, but mentally he needs to be the B guy. And without LeBron there, it looks like he's just not feeling it. He's not feeling the effects of what he could bring to that team because he's just not enforcing it. It's like the Kevin Durant situation. Kevin Durant's the best player, could be the best player in the world. You could argue he is right now, but he went to play with Steph Curry. He's always been the one that wants to go play with someone.
Right.
Anthony Davis, from his days in New Orleans, kind of feels that way. He's the one that's going to go play with someone. He's not the guy who wants to be the alpha leader. He knows what he's capable of, and he's happy in his role. But he's at this point, I think it's safe to feel like he's probably not going to step up in like the MVP caliber that we were hoping. Some of us were hoping he would do to help lead this Lakers team. So I think now it's just starting to become more clear. Like that's not going to happen now. Like he's been given every opportunity, and he's just not stepping up in the same way. So like you said, he'll have big games, and he's a great number two. But with LeBron
Mm.
being out, it's not the kind of leadership, and not it's not like the kind of performances I was hoping to see.
Yeah, he is. You hit the nail on the head with the hammer. He is a great number two, and it looks like that's what he's gonna be. I've always criticized him. Now let's go. Let's take a trip down memory lane. He was a fantasy darling. Everyone loved him. He put up great numbers. I'm like, yeah, but he hasn't done shit. And the reason why I say that is his numbers aren't impactful. Vince Carter scored a lot of points in this league. They weren't impactful. Carmelo Anthony has scored a lot of points in this league. It wasn't impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Dominique Wilkins has scored a hell of a lot of points in this league. It wasn't impactful. And that's the thing. What can you do to make your team better? And we haven't seen that. We've never seen that from Anthony Davis. So before, when he was with the Pelicans, it was okay. He doesn't have good players around him. I would always say, well, if he's the player that people think he is, he should make his teammates better. Now he's on the team where he has players around him, and we're getting the same output from him. And like I said, defensively, he's gotten worse each year. Each of the last 3 years, he's gotten worse defensively. So that's my criticism of him. But
Mm-hmm.
like you said, he's a great number two.